So, I haven't been in a relationship in a very long time, but I was married and then I was in a relationship after that. So now I'm dating. I never really dated. My first boyfriend, it was a relationship. I went right into a relationship. My ex-husband went right into a relationship. And then I was in a relationship like right after that ended. So, I never dated. And so when you really date, and not that, listen, I have nothing against marriage. If that's for you and it works out, it's beautiful. And, but either way, mine turned out the way it did. And it can be a beautiful life or it could turn into a disaster because people outgrow each other or change, or getting to these marriages and relationships because they feel it's programming. Like, is this what I'm supposed to do? And these expectations and just all this stuff, right? And so I'm learning so much about myself. And it's really opening my heart in many ways. Like, it's triggering the hell out of me, but I have these walls. And I also am learning more about me, and I really do love my alone time too. And I really like my independence. Now, that doesn't mean I couldn't be in a relationship or married again, possibly. I don't know about that, but possibly. And have those things. It just means that, like, in this present time, I'm really enjoying, like, just exploring Cynthia and learning how great I really am, because I really am. And for a long time, I didn't love myself. And I'm also learning the wounds that I still carried because, I've healed a lot, right? Like, when I tell you I've healed a lot, like, that other version of me, is resting now in peace. So at the same time, although I've healed a lot, how much have you healed if you're just staying secluded? You know, my higher self is cheering me on. Literally, I hear her like, "Okay, speak it, go, talk about it." Um, and this, like, healing is so profound. And sometimes we think we're over something, or that we're in a different space, or that we're in a healthy space, but we're in a healthy space in solitude because we're not being challenged. And not all the time, and not that we always have to be challenged, but for me, this is my experience, like, of what's happening for me. And then I'm also learning that there's a pattern of trying to recreate other things, like fun and joy in people that I experienced in someone else that doesn't exist in them. So, not trying to recreate the pain anymore because I just don't have that in me. And I thank God for healing. And I'm proud of myself for all the work I've done. But also seeing my things that I have to work on. Or because I've been in pain, having unrealistic expectations for someone to meet emotionally. And that's kind of like giving them the hat of your wounder. Like saying, "Hey, I'm transferring this. Now I expect you to fulfill this." And not that we shouldn't have expectations and certain things as far as ourself and what we will tolerate and won't. But just going in with a bunch of preconceived things and then being in pain. And I used to dehumanize men. Like, I used to dehumanize them because of the things I went through with men. And men are human beings, hurt and on their own path. and have their own battles. And it doesn't take away from the bullshit that we've gone through. But, you know, we all need grace. We're all just trying to heal and figure this shit out. So I just wanted to share that. Like, healing isn't linear. And I think one of the biggest parts too that I'm seeing is like, I was trying to leap because of conditioning. Like, now I'm learning to flow. That's really nice. We're breaking free, guys.